had committed the crime, his own vehicle was in the parking. But they don't want to hear that. So that reform agenda on that process of arrest and detention before trial, that is something that should go into the memorandum of Genzs. But then the other thing that I think we've become accustomed to, na tumekubali ni kama part of us, ni the way cells zinajengwa na prisons zinajengwa. Ukienda hapo Eldoret GK prison, let me start with the cell because I think that really bothers me. Ile sheria tunafuata saa hii ya prisons ni ya pre-colonial. I think iliwekwa 1962 na huko mbali. So cells zetu zimejengwa, cells na prisons zimejengwa specifically by the design ya mzungu to punish, which is not in line with the Bill of Rights in our constitution. So I would really advocate that as we go forward, that we push for a clear policy that a cell should be a habitable place for a human being. You cannot throw people in a cell, na mliona zile pictures zilikuwa zina circulate, where there is no toilet. For someone to go to the toilet, you have to ask for permission from the police. I mean, what kind of life is that? Dirisha zenyewe ziko huko juu, like 1 kilometer high. They are totally inhuman, and there's just a need for change in that particular system. Any one of us can be arrested, and actually I think why sometimes we bribe the police and those people is because when you imagine where you're being taken to, you don't want to go there, so you will do everything to talk with the police before eventually you are taken into a cell. And sometimes they will actually put you in a cell so that they put you in a situation where you have to negotiate and agree to their terms. That should stop. And Genzs, we are the most affected people in that whole detention system, and I think we need to have it addressed as one of the things that we are agitating and that we are pushing for going forward after maandamano and after all these things have happened. It's affecting the whole nation, and there is no single town that is not affected by this colonial architecture of cells and prisons and those disciplinary institutions. I think that's the only thing I would want to share. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Governor. Maybe I was really interested in the angle of maybe lawyers from Eldoret. We've been seeing the LSK doing amazing work in Nairobi, maybe championing kwa watu wenye were abducted, kuachiliwa and whatnot. Maybe you will come back again and tell us maybe kama kuna program watu wa Eldoret malawyer, there is a way you guys are looking after those that were maybe arrested illegally, something close to that. I don't know who used to speak next. Nicholas, alafu tutampea Linda.
Hello guys. I am not a policy.
And then Tony, you can speak next after Nicholas. Kindly. Sorry.
Okay. I'm not a policy expert, but I'm speaking like a person who is a resident investor, and I come from Eldoret, and this place is really, really important to me, so much, and I really feel bad for whatever that's happening there. Everything is so wrong about the county government. I can't even start. We've had other forums that we talk about the county government. They are misplaced priorities and everything else. And if we start lamenting about the county government right now, it will. I think it will take a day or two on lamentations alone. So I want to be optimistic. And look at Eldoret from a young person's perspective, somebody who wants the best for this place. Among the first off, I am really sorry for those who lost their lives, and also I'm proud for the people who came out to protest on Tuesday and every other day, because you'll see that countrywide, people who voted for Ruto, who campaigned for him, are those who we voted for him. Those ones are the ones who are more pissed off with this government. Eldoret is an agricultural town, formerly an agricultural town. It's growing to become a commercial town, and when you talk about agriculture, I want to restrain myself from talking about the county government, but the best institute for agriculture in Eldoret is in Chebororo. Chebororo is in Marakwet. Literally, the institute is at the border of Marakwet. It's supposed to serve everyone else like 300 kilometers away. We have a lot of issues when it comes to an agricultural town like Eldoret. It is the place where it's a place where we got fake fertilizer. I mean, we were supposed to be the ones who, because the government is ours, quote unquote, we are supposed to get the best fertilizer. We're supposed to invest in production, but we got a raw deal. And the pain of it is you have to pay for that fertilizer a month before, and that is your livelihood. Those of us whose parents are farmers, it's like it's like pulling, it's like you are just the livelihood of the people, you know. Had on day one, on the day of the first executive order or thereabout, like 5 days old, when the president was sworn in, he gave his deputy the job of reforming agriculture, and I thought milk was part of it. They talk big. Milk prices, they just woke up from, I don't know where, from the cocoons right now, and they're talking about 50 shillings. I mean, if we had guaranteed minimum returns from our MPs to pass guaranteed minimum returns, and next out everyone, next out 90 maize, and like another 4,000 or 4,500 per 90 kilogram of wheat, nobody could come to the street, you know. But we've been, I don't know, I don't want to use the F word, but we've been done that in this town. And the livelihood of people now, they've gone beyond your daily bread, and they came and give you promises that sell your land and I take your kid abroad. And what do? They take all the money and they come and talk to you on your face. They show you, they flaunt that money on your face. You sold your land, you sold everything, your livelihood, so that you can have your kids, so your kids can have better future. But now they're stealing from parents, they're stealing from kids, they're stealing from everybody. We come down to, we want it to be a city. Myself, I see Eldoret as a commercial, as a commercial. It's a gateway to other East African countries. We are a gateway to Uganda, to Congo, to Rwanda and Burundi. You go to pipeline Eldoret, that is where DRC gets their fuel from. Uganda gets fuel from that place. We are big. If someone opened their eyes and open it as a commercial town, we would go very far, because we want to evolve from depending on agriculture to something else. Another thing is about the city. We want a city status. There is the 4 cities in Kenya. We are the smallest of the 4. We have we don't have a dual, you know, the road infrastructure, the infrastructure of Eldoret. I don't know why. I don't know why Kipchumba. I don't know anybody who is just close to the president. I don't know why they are thinking about bringing a city in a place whereby we have the poorest infrastructure. Like if you have a small accident at Barngetuni, that one will be, I don't know. I just don't get it. But point is, being the president's backyard, somebody, all ministries, every place should just concentrate, just the way Kibaki took power and Thika Road was made. Like, president's backyard is first priority. That's no question about it. But what do? They do everything else, but they draw the line on our own development. We don't. I don't know what to say about people who hoisted the wheelbarrows. We have, like, I've counted 3 dustbins in that town. Like 3, 1, 2, 3. Moja iko kwa governor gate, ngine sijui kwa wapi ngine. Like 1, 2, 3. I hope those who sponsored people to host wheelbarrows will get some energy to put in dustbins somewhere, because that town, I don't know where to start and where to end it. We don't have even cultural centers. We don't know where that culture they were displaying on Tuesday should have been packaged well and put somewhere in a theater, and it can be displayed well somewhere, organized, than on the roads. Eldoret has potential, but we are on the edge. We are on the edge. We have the most incompetent governor. We have the most incompetent leaders. We have, I saw an MCA threatening fellow MCAs. I mean, we have backward leadership, but as they say, we are a reflection of our leaders. So I am a reflection of Eldoret. So the people we elected in Eldoret needs a total overhaul. We need to prioritize agriculture. We need something crossed my mind. A whole president's backyard, change the name of an existing hospital to Mama Taifa Hospital. Come on, guys. We have a lot of public land. Somebody should just build, if they wanted their name up there, someone could just build their hospital from scratch. We have the resources, we have everything, but leadership is zero. Thank you so much. I'm proud of you guys, proud of the young generation, and I hope this town, we will make it better. It's beyond our parents now. It's beyond our parents. This thing is even beyond policy. We just need, you need to think about 20 years to come. You need to think about your own children right now, that what kind of town do I want my children to grow up in? And then from there, that information that you get from there, that is what you're going to implement. Whether you go on the road, whether you stay at home, whether you go and chant traditional songs, that's all about you. If you want, that is your vision of Eldoret. That is what you want for yourself in the next 20 years. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicholas. Powerful submission. Tony.
Yeah.
Take the mic.
Thank you, Coach. I will speak as a person born and bred in Eldoret, and as a journalist who has been covering previously in Eldoret. And one thing you will notice kwamba inaturudisha nyuma as people from Eldoret, all tribes, all ages, we all need to emancipate our parents and siblings and kin from politicians' power. They've been using tribalism forever. For example, hii mambo yenye tuliona juzi ya some guys wamelipwa wanatokea, sijui wameambiwa tauni inaenda, watu waandamanaji wanachukua tauni. Amount of damage ya hawa politicians wakiwa in power is bigger than the amount of damage that was done by the protesters kwa hizo street. But because they knew, these politicians, they know if we play the card ya tribalism, if we play the card ya kulipa hawa watu, they will come out and defend us. We even have information that hizo kuchomeana library. I like the analysis of the previous speaker when he said, nani anaweza choma? Why would you burn down a library? We have information that those politicians are doing it themselves, just sponsoring wenyewe kwa wenyewe. I'm fighting this guy. They're taking advantage of that because they know you, the people, will fall for their tricks every day. On the issue, I want just to be brief. I have a lot of information here, Eldoret, from politicians, how they work, na hiyo mambo yote. I've been covering those. Many people know me as arts media previously until I escaped that place because of tribalism na mambo kama ya politicians. I'm brief on that. On the issue of demonstrations, from the experience that I had, covering mambo ya Finland, mambo ya factories, because I dedicated my work to make sure I amplify the voices of those people, because I knew what was going on behind. I knew who was wrong. As a journalist, I cannot say fulani na fulani wamefanya hivi. I can only amplify the voices of somebody who is protesting. One trick they used, yenye ilikuwa peaceful, na yenye ilifanya hata hakuna askari wanaweza wakuuza. If you go out in the street, you can either sit down or kneel down. If you kneel down kwa hizo street za Eldoret, no policeman would fire a bullet at you. You have seen from the cultural guys when walikuwa wametokea juu, there's that move ya kuinama kidogo kusquat, ya kuimba hizo nyimbo and such and such.
When you're squatting, ama when you're kneeling down, the police are disarmed. Hawezi anza kuwashoot. Another issue, the issue of politicians paying goods, because walileta corruption. Hii mambo hii watu yetu walileta hizi corruptions kidogo kidogo, unapata hivi. Now they are trying to plant propaganda. Propaganda inamaliza Eldoret. Tuongee ukweli, propaganda inamaliza Eldoret and everything you need. Because they planted corruption, they successfully did that in Kenya. Sahi, if you produce a piece as a journalist, ama uandike the truth yenye iko, before 5 minutes iishe, you have about 5 different versions of the same piece. Wakijaribu to confuse all the people. So propaganda in a thrive in Eldoret. You need to hold these people ile style yenye ulisema hivi hapo, this is the truth.
Thank you.